Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling Podcast. We back. E. Will, Nick 816. Big up to Spiff, big up to Ari. Parts unknown right now. We're getting it in. Saturday night's main event was last night, fellas.
Oh, yeah.
All title matches, so we knew it was potential for something momentous to happen. We knew that one of those title matches featured a vacated World Heavyweight Championship. And while some people were saying that, the match is going to end in a no contest, Triple H got on social media yesterday and said there will be a new World Heavyweight Champion crown. Jey Uso versus CM Punk. Sure enough, we saw a definitive winner. And we also saw a brand new women's champion take home the title. Jade Cargill bested Tiffany Stratton. It's about time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Long overdue.
Hey, Saturday night's main event was so good. Even my brother, E. Will, say, "Hey, I can't hate on." He said, "Hey, I gotta give it." What'd you give it, E?
I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. Yeah.
A solid 7 out of 10. 4 matches, everything for the title. Let's get right into it. You know what? Let's start ladies first. Let's start ladies first. Jade Cargill finally winning her first singles title in WWE. We already know she was a tag team champion with Bianca Belair. Pretty much, they won that belt pretty much as soon as she came to WWE a couple of years ago, but now she's finally got the elusive singles title. She turned heel.
Yeah.
And man, 2 weeks later, bro, she wearing that gold and she looked strong, a squash. In my opinion, it was a squash against Tiffany Stratton. E, what'd you think?
Amazing. I'm really happy for Jade. That offense was amazing. I was making a point before we got on that when she first signed to WWE, the way I always envisioned them booking her was building her to be like a monster, kind of like a Goldberg, a Lesnar, just somebody unbeatable almost, and had Bianca running things on a different show. So when they do share screen time, it's special. It's an event, a long-term rivalry. I've seen a lot of different things, but they immediately put her in the tag team, and it kind of killed her momentum a little bit. But when she had the accident, when she got beat up and was left on the car, it was like a rebirth for Jade.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been on the roll ever since. I like her look. I like everything. It was kind of like a reverse Brock Lesnar, how when certain people are champs and you hear that music and you get squashed in about 10 seconds, it was kind of reverse. She squashed Tiffany like that, and Tiff, job well done with your reign. You did it. You held it down. Like, I'm not even going, there's no hate, not even being funny or nothing. I didn't like the way she went out with a squash, but I definitely understand it. But, salute to her for her reign as well.
I mean, Tiffany, she had a fantastic, and she's been having a fantastic 2025, but she's on a bit of a loser streak now because the last match with Stephanie Vaquer at Crown Jewel, she took the L and clean pin for the victory. I thought Stephanie really dominated a good majority of that match, and on this one, right from the offset, Tiff had a little bit of offense, but you just had the feeling like, damn, this is the night. This is the night that Jade takes it. And, she's been in matches with Tiffany before. Obviously she lost, but this was the first time that she was able to get the victory. And, once she did that heel turn 2 weeks ago, in my mind, I was thinking like, this is perfect. They got the blueprint. They just need to take it back to how she was in AEW. I would say even bring the baddies, but even if you don't bring the baddies and she just goes it alone, she gotta be that badass heel. She has to be, almost like a monster. How they made her last night, and I thought it was just perfection, perfectly executed A to Z. And I think we're gonna see a whole new era for Jade Cargill right now. What do you think, Nick?
Yeah, like he said, that's how Jade should have been, or they should have been booking Jade. Just yeah, it was a squash, but she seems so dominant. You know, my back was hurting after I watched that match, man. So, and shout out to her on Friday night on Halloween where she came out with the Punisher fit. I thought that was
Oh man, the Punisher fit.
that was fire.
Didn't I see her with the Catwoman too? One of the outfits, the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, almost. Yeah.
Shout out to Jade, she's doing her thing, man. So
Outfits are dope. Outfits are always dope, man.
Yeah, that's the one thing I like that she brought over from AEW, where is the cosplaying outfits, man.
Yeah.
Really dope.
Man, I'm hoping. I want to see Tiff. I hope this, her losing to Stephanie, her losing to Jade and resigning fashion. I hope that this is a wake up call to Tiffany, because I like her better as a straight up heel too. I like her better when she's just cocky and, dissing people and, bigging up herself in a major way, but at the same time dissing people, not caring about the cheers, not caring about the fans. I like her very conceited and arrogant. And I hope what I'm thinking is these two losses, she's like, listen, she comes out on a SmackDown on Friday and say, hey, I was having a great year. I'm still the wrestler of the year with the ladies, and we're going to talk about Tiffany's year in a minute, but I hope she says, listen, I've been having a great year. I'm the wrestler of the year. I'm the wrestler of the future. I just don't have the belt now, but I'm the wrestler for right now.
Yeah.
And my biggest mistake is listening to all you idiots out there cheer for me and scream for me and worrying about playing up to the fans and all of that. I'm going back to how I came in. I'm going back to what got me here in the first place, not caring about nobody but my damn self.
Yeah.
And just unleash her, like let her jump people in the back. We got to bring her back to how she was in NXT. And just like really, be the Barbie, but turn it all the way up. Like, just, almost how she was when she was in the ring with Charlotte, but she was a good guy. Like, hit below the belt on the promos, like talk that ish, cheating matches. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see her as a baby face. I like Tiff as a heel too, and I think she's a great. She's great as she is, but she's even better as a bad guy. Where do y'all think Tiff should go after this?
I would say stay in the title picture.
Yeah.
Definitely for her, because she's one of the brighter stars. Maybe I would like to see Tiffy Tom and maybe Becky Lynch start something. I think that would be real interesting. Yeah. Give me that. Give me Becky and Tiff.
Okay. I mean, they on separate shows, but people from different shows been intermingling right now, and I think women. Go ahead.
I'm about to say I've been hoping they do a draft soon to shake things up everywhere, but if they do, that's where I would like to see Tiff.
I mean, I think that, people been intermingling, even people that's not on the same show is kind of like people just show up to the different show and they there for 2 weeks, and all of a sudden, oh, he's officially a part of Raw, officially a part of SmackDown. So,
we traded him for future considerations.
Right. I don't know how it's gonna shake, but let's take a look back, because Tiff, she definitely had a sparkling 2025. I want to just take a look back at, some of her year. All right, so let's take a look back at some of these matches that really stood out. January 3rd, 2025 on SmackDown, she cashed in the Money in the Bank to win the WWE's Women's Championship against Nia Jax. February 14th, later on, Valentine's Day, she had a title match. She won via disqualification against Nia Jax. Of course, WrestleMania 41, April 19th, 2025, this year. Title defense against Charlotte. And surprisingly, even though she was the champion, I felt like she was going into it as a bit of an underdog. Charlotte is the GOAT, arguably, and she beat Charlotte in, pretty convincing fashion. My favorite day of the year, June 27th, 2025, she beat Nia Jax in a last woman standing match. August 2nd at SummerSlam, she beat Jade Cargill. She whipped Jade's ass at SummerSlam. She did whip Jade's ass at SummerSlam. I was like, damn, it's looking bad for Jade, but Jade got a revenge. October 11th, what we talked about before, she lost to Stephanie Vaquer in the Women's Crown Jewel Championship match. And, just yesterday, November 1st, Jade Cargill caught that victory over her, man. How would you say, like, when we have our awards, obviously she's not the champion right now, but would you say up to this point that Tiffany might be the woman wrestler of the year?
In WWE, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. She might be the workhorse champ right now. Like the way because when she was champ, like she let the matches speak for himself. It wasn't too many super long promos every week. She came out and fought. So she gained my respect instantly. So she's a fighting champ. Definitely women wrestler of the year in WWE.
All right, Nick, give me your assessment. Is Tiff wrestler of the year right now for the women, even though she lost the belt?
I would say so, man. And then as far as where she's gonna go next, yeah, like you said, I hope we get to see her stay in the title picture because she looks great with the belt. I don't know how they're squeezed her in yet, but still going at it, man. I remember in WrestleMania, what did she lose? She lost her front teeth, for this shit. So it says a lot, she's down to take the bumps and do what she got to do.
Yeah, and I'm happy you brought that up, Nick. Like I thought Tiff was just and still is such a great light for WWE. I mean, when you look at, she's 25 years old, right? So she has so much. They talk about Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed as the future WrestleMania headliners, especially Braun Breaker. But I mean, I could see Tiffany headlining. She could actually break Roman's, modern day record of 11 WrestleMania headline. Like she could easily break that. She's 25. I can see her definitely going strong until she's 40, as long as she maintains that physique and stays in shape, but which looks like she's gonna do. She already has the right attitude. Like you said, she loves to work. God bless her that she stays injury free, and she's great great technical ability. Obviously, she has the high flying maneuvers, very charismatic, cuts promos, and by the way, she has the look. Everything that you want in a superstar, plus she has that youth on the side. So I can see Tiffany going at it for a long time and dominating for a long time. And it's going to be fun to see the intertwining of Tiffany, Jade Cargill, who, is a little bit older than her, but, just coming to WWE as well. Bianca is still in the mix. And they have so many great females from NXT that are going to be called up. Jada Parker and Lash Legend. it's gonna be dope. For the women that's on the roster right now in the title hunt, besides Tiff, who do you see stepping up to take on Jade for that belt?
Nia. Yeah, I'd see Nia trying to get it off.
Yeah, Nia. That's the first person that came around for me too. I can see after what she did Saturday, a lot of the women roster not in a hurry to sign up to fight her.
Right.
But Nia, yeah. Another one, man, because she's so strong, man. Oscar, I would love to see. Right now she's in a feud where she's bullying her family. But maybe when that's over, you know.
Poor Kyrie.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think the feud that I'm most want to see it. I want to see obviously Jade and Bianca. Like that's the dream match. I just was big up to my man Carl Marlowe over at Billboard. That's my homeboy. Not only do we love the music, but we share love of wrestling. And I was just talking to him about that, and he was, like saying, like, man, Jade and Bianca. Hopefully, we get that match at WrestleMania. And I was saying, look, that's the match that writes itself because although nothing is gonna beat seeing them in the ring together for the first time as adversaries, I do think that by them being tag team early on in Jade's career, you have almost like a mentor-mentee type storyline that you can get into, similar to what Cody and Randy Orton might have when they tangle eventually. And I mean, we have the friendship drama with Naomi intertwined with that. I think we're gonna see a great a three-way dance between those three women eventually. But Naomi, she just posted a picture on Instagram. She says she's 5 months pregnant now. So you figure another 4 months, which would be what, February, for her to have the baby. So theoretically, she could be back in time for WrestleMania. But even if she wants to take some time off and actually nurse her child, and obviously she's gonna nurse her child whether she's wrestling or not. But she might want to take some extra time off and spend with the baby. So who knows if we'll see her at WrestleMania? But whenever she comes back, I think that feud with her and Jade is still gonna be sizzling. I think when Naomi comes back, she might even come back as a face because people are gonna be so happy to see her and so elated for her that she had the baby. I don't know, but Jade and Bianca, it writes itself. They have the history together for a year, a couple of years back, and now if they just keep the two of them separated, and it also depends. Like they have different ways that Bianca could get into WrestleMania. She could win the Royal Rumble. She could win the Elimination Chamber. So it's pretty dope. And who's to say that Jade has the belt to WrestleMania? Bianca might could come back and win it before WrestleMania. I don't know, but I want to see a long title reign with Jade. Like I think she deserves it. And she won the Queen of the Ring this year. So she did win the tournament and look strong. She's a villain now. I want to see a long title reign. I think it would be dope if they kept the belt on her at least until WrestleMania. But I think Jade is so strong. She has such a look. She's so believable, right? Like we put in, all of the traits and highlights that Tiffany has. I think Jade has just about all of them as well. Just she's not a high flyer. She's not a technical, but she's a brawler. She has the best physique probably in all of wrestling, if you ask me. And she just looks like something that came out of a Marvel movie or a DC movie or something like that. She looks like a superhero or a supervillain, especially when she puts these costumes on. So, and
Goddess.
she's a goddess. She's definitely a goddess. And some people criticize her when she does her promos, but I think when she's a villain, I think when she's the face and she's on that baddie mode, and she's dope to me, man. I can't wait to see her and Jade. I mean, her and Bianca mix it up, and especially if they keep them apart till WrestleMania. Even if belt or no belt, keep the both of them apart till WrestleMania, and we're gonna have a match that could easily be a WrestleMania main event. So, from one world champion to another, CM Punk finally got a chance to celebrate properly as a world champion. Wasn't in the stadium, unfortunately, this time. It was in the arena, but no shame. And people love winning belts in the arena. We saw so many title wins in the arena that were huge. And CM Punk, Salt Lake City, Utah, Saturday night's main event. He beat Jey Uso. The match kind of started off a little slow to me. It was kind of like trying to, I guess, like see how they was gonna get the upper hand. It's almost like a strategy to see, like, okay, is this guy gonna really go all out on me? Is he gonna try to get some foul play in? Like, is he gonna try to do the Dominic and sneak a chair shot in or something like that? Poke me in the eyes. They kind of feeling each other out, and then that last 5 minutes, well, last like maybe even more than that, maybe like that last 7-8 minutes. Them guys were just going all out. They was countering each other moves. They was hitting each other with moves, using each other moves. We saw, Jey Uso spear CM Punk through the barricade on the outside. We saw CM Punk actually spear Jey Uso, which is hilarious, right?
I don't know if that was much of a spear, but yeah.
It was a spare me, right? It was a spare me. We saw Jay try to give CM Punk to go to sleep, the GTS. And then how many, I lost count, but how many GTSs do you think that CM Punk gave Jay throughout the match? At least like 5 or 6, right?
Minimum 6. Yeah.
Minimum 6. And it looked like Jay was in a good place to win the belt. He put CM Punk in a sleeper hole. Punk refused to give up. He started, when all else fails, go to the super kicks. He was giving them the super kicks, the Sabat kicks. If you go all the way back in time, when they used to call them the Sabat kicks, he was giving them the kicks, man. And, he went in for one last one, caught a knee to the face. And then Punk gave him not one GTS where he fell against the ropes, stumbled onto his shoulders. He gave him the last one, and it was the coup de grace. And we seen that, right? We seen that, as he pointed out on social media. We seen him give Moxley and AEW the GTS where Mox falls against the ropes and then lands on his shoulders. We also seen Punk do that to Seth Rollins a couple of times too. And 1, 2, 3, clean victory. CM Punk winning the belt. I'm happy for one. I say I'm happy that it wasn't any interference. I'm happy that we got a definitive, and I'm happy that we got a clean pin, because I get tired of all of these run-ins and all these distractions. I'm happy that it was a one-on-one. Let's see who's gonna be the best. Punk has been getting the best out of Jey Uso. He beat him he pinned Jay to be the number 1 contender. Let's not forget that. He pinned Jey Uso with the GTS to be the number 1 contender, and he just beat him again to win the title. Does that speak more of Punk winning, or does that speak more of Jey Uso not being able to bring the big win home once again?
Yeah, I think that's more on Jay. Like, even when CM Punk, like when he won, my first thought was about Jay's character arc. Like, where does he go from here? Is it for me? I would just like to see him join up with his brother, keep getting tag team gold, keep doing it that way. They can keep the entrance cool. But just, do that, because as a singles competitor, he just doesn't seem to have it. I'm interested to see his dynamic with Roman now after this, because there was no interference. This is just you one-on-one, and you still didn't get it done. So I'm anxious to see where that goes.
You said he doesn't have what's missing? What do you think is the key factor that's missing why he can't win these matches and why WWE might not want to put him over in these matches? What do you think is missing? He has the biggest entrance in all of wrestling right now. There's
There you have it.
nobody who gets the crowd rocking.
There you have it. Just like the Ultimate Warrior. He's running full speed to the ring to start his match. He ain't got that much gas left in him when the match is going. So I think maybe the entrances are possibly draining him. Or, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got to come through the crowd, everybody touching on you. You're exerting a lot of energy. Then you got to do all of that. So it's a lot. I think that's him being a face is what's hurting him. That's what I think. I think him being a face is what's hurting him. He might have to embrace his dark side.
See, I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know if he's gonna. We see Jey as a villain with the Usos, and obviously they were tag teams and they were dominant. Like, it's no doubt about it. The Usos, the longest reigning tag team champions ever, cementing themselves as, one of the greatest tag teams overall. Yeah. Maybe on that Mount Rushmore. I know I didn't mention them on my Mount Rushmore when we was doing in the aftermath of Dudley's and the Hardys. Maybe I was a moment of maybe I was too caught up in the moment, but you definitely got to talk about the Usos as being one of the greats. But it's like, man, he's so over. Like, I don't know how you just kill that. How you just kill that momentum, how he's so loved. This guy has a shirt damn near every show. Like, he had a brand new Saturday Night's Main Event. Like, the merchandise, and they're not just gonna give you a shirt just to give you a shirt. They just not gonna give you merch to give you merch. Like, you gotta be moving it off the racks. You gotta be moving it online, and he's moving it, man. Like, the guy is just so popular. I don't know how you just say, hey, we're gonna stop the momentum and make you a heel. And I don't know if he's as interesting as a heel as he is a conflicted face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would, for me, I would take him out the heavyweight picture, and I see title, elevate that or the U.S. Championship. Why not? Like, he would be the Cody of the IC title picture. He would be him. I think that might be his lane a little bit more better. And he could still get the entrance off. He could still, be the fan favorite. And it's no less of a belt. That's the workhorse belt, and he wrestles anyway.
He's a workhorse. He's a workhorse for sure.
Give him the IC, man. Like, if you're gonna keep him solo and away from tagging with Jimmy, IC or US Championship, and let him run with that.
I like that. I also think it's a way to kind of just freshen things up, because I mean, with this World Heavyweight Championship, I mean, I get tired of seeing him every week. Him against Division, him against CM Punk, him against LA Knight. I think they ran that into the ground so long. Like, they got to find a way of freshening it up. And that's one of the reasons why I was not excited for him to win the Battle Royal, because, man, up until really up until yesterday, I was like, man, there's no way CM Punk is gonna lose. And then yesterday I was like, well, damn, well, maybe they might do a little swerve and maybe they might take the opportunity to cement Jay's solo career by giving him a multiple time world heavyweight championship because, even though I don't consider the win against Gunther a fluke, I mean, but they could say you did it once. Okay, cool. That luck was on your side that day. You caught Gunther on a bad day, which, Gunther came back in the rematch and, dominated a lot of that match. But, I thought that was a great opportunity for WWE to solidify him as there's no fluke when you win the belt twice, especially twice in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Which still could happen. We still got time. We still got time. But I just felt like, damn, man, if this guy, why not give somebody else the chance to win the battle royal if he was only gonna lose to CM Punk? That's the thing that kind of just baffled me. Like, man, somebody else could have had that opportunity and won the belt. I mean, and fought for the belt at least.
I think
my thinking.
I do think that's a problem in the company right now, where it's run more like a TV show where you have, let's say, Beverly Hills 90210. You got your 8 main characters, and then everybody else is just background high school students. And when you do that, when you have Ray Phoenix consistently losing, when you have Penta consistent, they're not credible. They're I can't explain it, but like nobody gets quality wins except the same 6 or 7 people. And it makes for a very predictable and less entertaining match or situation. It's just like, oh man, we about to get Punk and Jey Uso again. Oh man, we about to get Drew and Cody again. Like it's a lot of great wrestlers that's not getting the look. That's just, for whatever reason, it's like a TV show. It's just the main characters and then the guest characters. So, but that's what the fans want. So they give the fans what they want, man.
Nah, I definitely agree with you, E. Will. I liked it how, you remember back in the days when, Hogan and even on Saturday Night's Main Event, Hogan would defend the title against somebody who he didn't have a feud with. It would just be, Hulk Hogan against Terry Funk for no reason, and he had the Kamalas and King Kong Bundys and Harley Race and
Zeus.
He had so many. That's what made him such a great champion, is that he had so many adversaries to fight. And are we in an era right now where we need more heels? I think they have some really great heels and they have believable heels, but do we believe them to the fact where we think that they could be people that could carry the company as well as, beat these beloved baby faces? Like, for instance, Drew McIntyre, I think it would have been dope for Drew McIntyre to win the belt last night too. I mean, Cody is so hot right now. He's the captain, and I could see a reality where Cody actually carries this belt
to
Mania and beyond, and even wins at Mania. Like, if they're building up to Cody, maybe against Randy Orton at Mania, I don't see Randy beating Cody at Mania, not at this point. Now, there's obviously we're months and months away, and things could change, and who knows where their storyline goes. But I don't see Cody. I mean, I don't see Randy beating Cody. But I thought it would have been a nice curveball for Drew. I think Drew has what it takes to be a champion. Like, he's believable. He's a big, strong guy. He fights. He brawls. We've seen him in bloody matches held in a cell, and street fights and steel cage matches, regular steel cage matches, and all of that. He's great on promo. He's great on social media. He has the look. He's been champion before. He's won major matches before. He just can't win. You know, he did win at WrestleMania 40 as well. Like he did win in front of the crowd. We was talking about that earlier. He did win the belt in front of a crowd. He just didn't get a lot of time to enjoy it. But you know, this is a guy who he's a big game player, but they didn't give it to him. And I just don't see right now going into war game. First of all, I don't even know how they're going to build war games, but that's a whole new story. But you know, right now going into the new year, I don't see anybody who's going to beat Punk. I don't see anybody who's going to beat Cody before the new year. The only person who I could see being a serious threat to both, Brock Lesnar,
yeah,
and Roman Reigns. Two Paul Heyman guys.
Yeah.
Going after both. I want to get into that. Let's get into Roman first. Pause. Roman. We know that he hates CM Punk.
Yeah.
He even when they teamed up at War Games, he didn't like the man. He did everything that he could in his power to hurt him, even though he was on his team. You know, there was a little jealousy there. Him and Paul Heyman, CM Punk and Paul Heyman was best friends. You know, that's his wise man. You know, CM Punk threw Roman over the top rope at the Royal Rumble last year, which theoretically it caused him to get curb stomped and taken out for several months by Seth Rollins. They had the triple threat at WrestleMania where the wise man had to be in CM Punk's corner, and that was the end of the relationship with Roman. So Roman hates CM Punk. He would love nothing better than to not just beat CM Punk, but to beat him for the world title that he loves. But on the other hand, Cody has some unfinished business. Roman has some unfinished business with Cody. Cody took everything from him. Again, another guy who took everything from him. WrestleMania, he was on top of the world. He had like a almost 5-year run at the top. Definitely since the pandemic in 2020. And when Cody came and took that title from him, he lost the belt. He lost the family. He was out of wrestling for a while. And you can honestly say that Roman has not been the same since losing that belt. He's a tribal chief for no tribe. To be honest with you, he walks around with the Ulafala, but he's still not on the same page with his peoples, and who knows if he ever will be. I'll start with Nick. If you're Roman, you coming back, you're looking at the landscape, who are you going after first? Are you going after CM Punk or are you going after Cody?
I'm gonna piggyback for what I'm from what Ari was talking about other episode about the belt, about how he wants the undisputed belt, and then good point, you know, taking from Cody. So the world heavyweight, I would say is a secondary belt for him as of now. But yeah, I would go after Cody. Like you said, he hasn't been the same since losing that belt. I haven't been the same since he's lost that belt. So that effect, that man, when you would see him come out with both belts, and it just was aura instantly, just goosebumps, needle mover. It's just not the same anymore. But yeah, Roman needs to come back strong. You know, we got him a little bit, and he was getting beat down, getting his shoes taken. I just hope he's got the right mental, you know, to get back and get what's his.
What about you, E?
I would love to see him go. Man, actually, it don't even matter to me. In a dream world for me, it would be a triple threat feud, and Roman walks away with both belts.
Oh shoot!
So,
God damn.
in a perfect world for me.
Nice.
So, but I definitely like Nick said, man. Like, you know, Cody got to finish his story. Roman's story is still continuing, and Cody is definitely one of the skeletons in his closet. So, I definitely would like to see that revisited. Do I want to see 50,000 matches? No, maybe, you know, just one definitive match. I don't need a whole bunch of promos weekly. Just give me a really good match, and I'm good with that. I'm good with that. But definitely Cody.
Both of you guys say Cody.
Yeah.
I think it's CM Punk.
Mm.
I think it's CM Punk. Roman is so petty. Roman is petty. He every chance he gets, he's throwing jabs at CM Punk. He's selling that he's untrustworthy. He's calling CM Punk a sucker. And Roman, you know, although he's not on TV every week, he is a part of SmackDown. I don't think it's a reality where Roman is coming to SmackDown. However often he comes. I mean, he's on Raw. My fault. He's on Raw. I don't think it's a reality where Roman comes to Raw and he has to look on the marquee and he has to look at the monitors and see CM Punk as the champion. I think Roman, and you know, I could see Ari's point where he's looking at that belt as secondary, but I see a reality where it doesn't matter what belt it is, as long as it can be the damn NXT North American Championship. Roman feels in his mind that if he wears that belt, it's automatically the number one belt, not just in WWE, it's the number one belt in the world. So I don't think it's the World Championship. I don't think it's the Undisputed Championship. I think it's the Roman Championship, whatever belt he wants. And I think at this point, see, I don't think Roman ever hated Cody. I don't think there was a hatred there. You know, maybe a little dislike, but I think he even respects Cody because he had to throw everything but the kitchen sink at Cody to win the first time, and he threw the everything and the kitchen sink at him the second time, and he still lost. So I think it's a respect there for Cody. He might even have a soft spot in his heart for Cody because of how close Roman and American Dream Dusty Rhodes was.
Yeah.
But I just think he dislikes CM Punk.
Yeah.
I think it's a hatred. I think it's something that's been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he would love to just take it away from CM Punk, especially if he's going to be on Raw and he has to come see CM Punk as world champion. He's like, damn, we just got rid of Seth Rollins. Now I got to see CM Punk. Nah, I got to go back. I got to go back. And I'm hoping, and I'm hoping that this rivalry, which I'm sure it'll still last with the Vision, is up. But we still need to see Roman and Braun Breaker have a singles match. We've seen Roman and Bronson, but we still got to see Roman and Braun Breaker in a singles match at a certain point. But man, I think Roman, when he comes back, he's like, yo, going into 2026, let me get the belt, and I want to start with CM Punk. So,
how long is Steph out?
Seth said he was on TV. Actually, I'm happy. I'm happy you brought that up. He will. Seth is on TV over the weekend, and he said that he's gonna be out for 6 months. He says it's a legit injury.
So
April tore his rotator cuff, so he's gonna be out until April. Yeah.
So yeah, because he's another person. As far as what Roman is just going for both of the belts, even though he's out, I still think he's a factor. Because he has issues with Punk and Cody as well. So it's very interesting where they can go with this. Yeah. I don't count Steph out either. That's all I'm saying. You know, I think about when Cena was supposed to be out all that time, and then he popped up at the Royal Rumble and won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was there.
yeah,
It's the greatest moments of my wrestling life to see that. One of the last times where it was like a real surprise, like a real shock, a real just like, oh my God, those are the greatest moments in wrestling where you just can't even account for something, and it's that shock.
like he was supposed to be out for like a year, right?
He was supposed to be out for a year. He came back in a matter of weeks.
Yeah. So I mean, I understand Steph said 6 months. I can see him. He's one of those guys, man. Some guys just recover from injuries quickly if you look at his history. I think 6 months is a long game. I think we might see him before then. Interfere somehow in whatever Roman, Seth, or Roman, Cody, or CM Punk is doing. I think we see Seth around.
No, it's Seth. He's somebody that could pop up and win the Royal Rumble. Pop up and be number 30 and the 31 at the Royal Rumble, something stupid like that, something crazy. I just think that there's a very likely reality when next year, April, WrestleMania comes, we'll see night 1, Roman against CM Punk, night 2, Seth against Cody, or any variation of those 4. I think those are the 4: Roman, Seth, Punk, and Cody. I think those are the 4. Brock Lesnar at some point as a wild card, but I could easily see Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker.
Mm.
You know, 2 Paul Heyman guys. Because, people talking about Brock Lesnar is gonna be teaming up with the Vision and all. I don't necessarily see that. I don't know if Brock at this point logically trusts Paul Heyman enough to be teaming up with them, especially when they, what he just saw what they did to Seth. I don't know if he I think he's cool with Paul, but we'll be cool from far. I don't know if they're gonna be that cool.
I can see a world where Paul would lend his services to Brock if he, tutors or mentors those 2 guys. And I can see Bronson accepting the tutelage, but I can see Braun bucking against it, and that starting like maybe a feud between those 2. Because he's a loose card, man. Like everything they showed me as far as Braun Breaker is, he's very impulsive and doesn't think. He's like Steiner math. But like
the way he be twitching,
like his 10th power, yeah, man. Like he's out of here, man.
It's crazy.
So I think that's gonna be his downfall. Like every villain has a beginning, and the downfall is usually arrogance or
arrogance is young, bro. He's in a act first and then think about that shit later when he's like calming down. So he's just right off emotion, like right from the go. And then like when he's in the back, he's like, oh shit. All right, let me assess what I just did.
He's like the guy was in the Sugar Hill and Wesley Snipes is talking to his brother. Do you know what you just done? Just started a motherfucking war. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I love it though. I think those guys are on such a roll. I don't even think they need tutelage right now, other than Paul Heyman, because who's gonna stop them? Like they've been running roughshod for so many months, and even the guys who they're going against, all of the faces, they don't have the mental acumen, or they don't have the strength, the mental strength to put their egos aside and say, look, we have the numbers game. Like if they really just was just on the same page, Roman, the Usos, that's 3, CM Punk, LA Knight, that's 5 against the 3 of them. They could easily say, hey, guys. And then even if you want to put Sammy in the mix as well, because Sammy was beefing with them, like the 6 of those guys could have destroyed the Vision, but it's the egos, and they're not on the same page. So with the Vision being unified, I don't even know if they're still going to call themselves the Vision, because it was Seth Rollins thing. But hey, I think they could easily dominate. They could easily dominate. So all right, so Roman was standing. Cody, we talked about him beating Drew McIntyre and Say Name's main event. Who do you think is the next viable contender for Cody, not including Roman?
I mean, I don't.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
That's the problem.
And that goes back to my point about like not elevating other people and giving them at least some kind of wins to make it seem like.
It's like when you're playing a video game, you want to play as the main characters, and even though there's just dope, but there's other dope ass characters that are super good. You know, we want to rub out our favorites.
Yeah, like you get tired of seeing Ken and Ryu fight each other every time. Like, see,
but even not mastered all their moves and shit. You know, it's like, yeah, it's hard. I don't know.
That's my thing. Like, it's to the point where it's really hard because I'm pretty sure it's going to be from the same inner circle that they've been using. So I don't know. I mean, I would like to see who can Cody feud with. I'll bring Trick up from NXT. Give Carmelo Hayes some quality wins and then put him in there with Cody. Just elevate somebody. Please, not LA Knight either. No LA Knight. No.
They need a villain. They need a heel. They need a monster heel that's gonna step up and scare the little kids. Like when we was little and would see Kamala is about to fight Hulk Hogan. Oh man, I'm scared as hell. Like, you know, how the hell is the Hulkster gonna get through that? You know, how is he gonna withstand the magnificent Don Morocco and Mr. Fuji? You know, like we need somebody that's.
But that's how they did it. Like before Kamala would feud with Hulk Hogan, he had a whole bunch of wins. Like he was unstoppable. They just. That for me, that's what gets frustrating. Like that's my main complaint. Like it's.
I've always said this. And they stopped doing this when the Monday Night Wars came. They put, you know, the people on the roster versus the people on the roster. But I always said, like, I wouldn't mind seeing enhancement talent being introduced back into wrestling. Like on both fronts, AEW, WWE. I wouldn't mind, you know, Penta fighting the Brooklyn Brawl or somebody in that type.
Give some wins. Just give some wins.
5-minute matches. We see all of your moves set, and we see the whole set of moves, and you know, a good squash. And it doesn't have to be like a 15, 20-minute match. I wouldn't mind seeing like a 5-minute match where.
And this is why AEW Dark was so important. Not only was it a tryout for new talent, it was a chance for the big stars. It was kind of like watching a practice session on TV, and those wins counted. So when they went up to face whoever was a champ, they got 8 wins. Even like it's dope. But also seeing the power of enhancement talent. Carly Bravo, Javon Evans. It's a lot of people that were enhancement talent that turned it into something else. But you know,
the Hardys was an enhancement talent.
Hardys, it's so many people, man. Shout out to Carly Bravo. It's just a bunch of people that I personally love, man. That like I'm a Barry Horowitz fan. Like I know he wasn't gonna win, but they did such a good job with his character that you had hope that he was gonna finally get his match. Like when he did, I forgot who it was when he finally got that win. It was huge. You know what I mean? But I think that's what's missing in today's wrestling. It's like they're playing to like. Of course, we love winners, but we also love people chasing titles too. We love underdogs as well, and not everybody has to go and break the streak of the longest every time. Like, switch things up.
Mhm.
Just give us something. Like, more than just routine paint by numbers. That's it. So
Yeah, you know, sometimes, and again, I do love seeing roster versus roster, if done right. But hey, you know, instead of that 20-minute Rhea Ripley versus Kyrie Singh match, you know, on just a random Raw, you know, maybe it's three, you know, 5-minute matches and some promo time. That way you know, when you do the enhancement time, that's a way to get even more people on TV that you wouldn't even see. Like, I would love to see JD McDonough against enhancement talent where he gets a couple of victories and we get to see how great that this man really is, one of the unsung heroes of wrestling. And by heroes, I mean just somebody who is very, very nice in the ring, but he don't really get the props that he deserves.
one of my favorites. Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of, I know this is not Saturday night's main event, but yeah, I kind of like Dragunov as the U.S. champion. You know, I ain't gonna front. I was mad. I was mad that they took the belt off Sammy. I still think they took the belt off Sammy too quick. I don't know if he's injured or whatever, and he had to lose it. Because Sammy was given, he had an 8-week streak of just the best matches, bangers, just the best matches on the entire card. Like the best every match to me that Sammy was doing, starting with that John Cena, was the match of the week in WWE. And I was mad that Dragunov lost it, but I mean that Sammy lost it to Dragunov, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm warming up to Dragunov. He's dope, man. He had a really dope match with Aleister Black, and I'm just intrigued. And then I just looked at his training video where he was. Did you see the how he was just with the weights and stuff? Like, like Google that if y'all never seen it, but it's insane. I think he's gonna have a good fun run as United States champion, and I hope they stick to that model where you don't have to be the U.S. champion for a year or even 6 months. Like, you put in like a good 10 to 12 week run, and then, you know, just somebody surprises you and lose it. That's how you elevate the belt. The U.S. belt right now is the most exciting belt in WWE right now, because you don't know who's gonna fight for it. You know it's gonna be defended every week, but you know you're gonna have a dope match for it every week, but you don't know who the hell is gonna be involved. And anybody can win. So that's dope. And there's something else that WWE is doing that has kind of a feel like that. John Cena announced, well, there was a video package that ran on Saturday night's main event where it was announced in John Cena's voice that there's going to be a tournament starting November 10th in Boston, Massachusetts. I will be in the building that day. I will be in Boston that day. There's going to be a tournament where there'll be wrestlers from SmackDown, there'll be wrestlers from Raw, there'll be wrestlers from NXT, and there was teased that wrestlers that are not even on the roster, 16 of them will fight in a single elimination tournament to determine who fights John Cena on December 13th in Washington, D.C. as part of the Saturday night's main event, will be his last match. What you guys think of that?
I think that's good. That's interesting. Why not? I definitely think that it should go to the winner. I'm hoping the winner is, you know, somebody on the rise who can use the look from facing Cena in his last match, and just not, you know, somebody necessarily from his past,
Right.
that won't benefit from it. So I'm looking forward to it. And I think when they say the non-roster talents, I'm thinking Joe Hendry, maybe Moose, you know, people like that. I don't think it's gonna be who everybody expects. So
Who do everybody expect?
they
What do you?
expect Jericho, man. They expect Jericho.
Y2K.
I think the lights are gonna hit. You're gonna go down. You're gonna think it's Jericho. When the lights come up, it's gonna either be Nexus or Alex Riley standing there. That's just gonna happen. But seriously though, I do think this tournament is great. And I'm looking forward to it. I love tournament matches. You know, it doesn't need to be a storyline, just a good match. So it's right up my alley.
I mean, it leaves the door open for so much. Just a few names that I want to see in the tournament, and the tournament is actually gonna be more fun because it's more matches than John Cena's last matches. It's gonna be fun seeing one who's gonna be in the tournament and just the different matches because this lends itself to having so many different type of matchups that we might never expect. Like, of course, if you're a younger wrestler, you're getting into this tournament because you want to elevate yourself by facing John Cena, but you could easily fight another legend. Like, imagine Javon versus AJ Styles. How crazy that would be. Imagine Obafemi versus Gunther in a tournament match. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Trick Williams against Randy Orton or something like that. Like, it's so many different possibilities. I would love to see Jeff Hardy mixed into it. I don't know what Edge's contract is, but we could get Edge versus Randy Orton rematch on the road to John Cena. Like, it's just so many great matches that we could. You mentioned Joe Henry, Santana.
Yeah.
It's so dope, and I'm hoping that they don't WWE keeps everything a secret until the actual matches start. Like, I don't want to see a bracket with, okay, such and such is in this, bracket, such and such is. Nah, I want everything to be a surprise. Like, match number 1, we don't know who's coming out to the ring until we hear the music. We don't know who his opponent is until we hear the music. Match number 2, same thing. We don't know who these people are until they actually come out to the ring. So,
yeah,
I think it's dope. I think it's going to be great. Nick, give me 3 names who you absolutely want to see in this tournament. One from each roster. Give me one from 4 names. Give me one from each roster and one that's not even on the roster.
I'm a rock. Well, that's not on the roster just because Jericho. I love Jericho. So I'm gonna just run with him. So you saying for one from each production? So
somebody from SmackDown, somebody from Raw, somebody from NXT, and somebody who's not even currently in WWE right now.
NXT will be cool to see Ethan Page.
I like that.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in there. I wouldn't mind seeing Solo. I wouldn't even mind seeing Solo and Cody. Was that SmackDown and then Raw? Maybe let's throw Braun in there. Let's throw Braun Breaker.
I would love it. We could actually get the match we've been wanting to see, Braun Breaker versus Jacob Fatu. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen as of yet. Like, if they stick to my model, you don't know what could happen. It's just, you just throw the names in the blender and see who comes out. Imagine Jacob Fatu versus Gunther, Jacob versus Over. Like, woo. We don't know.
Jacob, man.
We don't know. We don't know. Braun Breaker versus Obafemi. Come on, we don't know.
Hey, hopefully Jacob hopefully get his teeth fixed by then so he could be in the tournament, man.
I think Jacob's gonna be just fine, man. The werewolf don't need teeth. He goes fangs at night. He don't need teeth. The fangs come out at night, just like the freaks.
Yeah.
Before we end off, fellas, what's your last thoughts on Dirty Dom getting the win? He actually he had the hammer, the belt, the ring announcer's belt, and he took the hammer from that usually hit the belt to say that the match is over. And Penta took the hammer from him. He hit Rusev over the head with it. It was triple threat match, Rusev, Penta, and Dominic.
Yeah.
After Penta knocked out Rusev with the belt, with the hammer, Dom threw Rusev through the corner, splash for the victory over Rusev, and Dirty Dom strikes again. What'd you think?
He did it without the Grande Americanas too.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, man. I love Dom. I love everything he's doing, man. The thing I like most about Dom is he looks like a regular guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Super relatable. Yes.
yeah, he's super relatable, man. Personality is great. Again, Rusev, man. What we doing, Rusev, man? I got to put you in the looks good in the lost division as well, man. He has to join Penta and those fellas, man. Like, but I don't.
Well, see, not to cut you off. See, I'm not mad at Rusev in that thing because I never looked at Rusev as being like a main eventer. I see him as a mid card guy.
He's getting looks.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of looks, and he's looking strong. Like he's not looking like, and you did say that you said look strong in the loss, but I never saw him as like, okay, he's a potential guy that's going to main event WrestleMania. And no disrespect to him because he did have a tremendous WrestleMania moment when he came out in the tank and he was super over. So, no disrespect to Rusev, but I like him in the role that they have him in, somebody to come out and just give like the beat downs to people, this uber tough guy. Gives you like good 10, 15-minute matches that are just bangers, just brawl for it all type things. And I never expected him to be Dominic.
Listen, it's right there. It's been right there the whole time. Matthew Reinhold is commentating in TNA. TNA has a relationship with WWE. Bring back Rusev Day. How hard is it? Like literally, how hard is it? Like, bring it back, man.
They got to do it. I think they are going to do it. I just think they're trying to build him up as, this really tough brawl and like keep him on the serious side. Rusev hasn't really gotten to any comedy as of yet. I think the funniest thing though that I loved on Saturday Night's Main Event real quick is that when Dom when he threw him the chair, when he threw Rusev the chair, and he wanted the referee to disqualify Rusev, and we're like, yo, there's no disqualification in this match. And Rusev started wailing on Dominic with that steel chair. That was the funniest part.
Hey, okay, so my funniest part was when they was outside in the ringside, and the kid hit Rusev, was like, "Hey, Rusev!" He was like, "Don't touch me!" And the kid screamed.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was crying, bro. That's the
ultimate. It scared the shit out of them.
That kid will never run into the ring or never do anything ever again. He learned this.
Yeah, he touched him. He was like, yeah, he's like, hey, Rusev. He's like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
And
that's a hill. That's a hill for you.
Perfect. That I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. And now, if it was a house show, it probably would have been a different interaction, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure after the match, Rusev probably walked by his side and tapped him or something. But I thought that was very entertaining. And I love that, man.
Nah, that's what you want to do, man. They trying to build Rusev to be like a serious. I don't know if people think he's gonna be a threat to the title, but they know they in there with a brawler, one of the top brawlers, and I definitely think we're gonna see Rusev and Jacob Fatu have a good feud. I think we'll see Rusev get into it with the Bronze at a certain point. We'll see Rusev and Gunther, have a super banger. So
it's time, man. Like, they both were floundering. It's time for Lucha Brothers, man. It's time for the best, my favorite tag team in the world to finally acknowledge each other and work together. It's time. I'm tired of watching them both take L's weekly and being used as enhancement talent when they're far much better than that. Far much better than that. So
What if we see them in the John Cena tournament? What if we see Penta and Ray Phoenix versus each other in the Johns?
They've had some great feuds. Look at if anybody listening, watching, look up Penta, Ray Phoenix, MLW. I think PWG as well. They got some clips up of them two fighting each other. So look that up, man. Definitely. They're two people where I wouldn't mind seeing them going against each other or working together. So they're gonna give us some innovation. So
all right, man. All right, fellas. Well, we got to get back to tomorrow is Monday Night Raw. We're definitely gonna give a full recap of Raw as well. Make sure everybody likes, share, and subscribe what we're doing. Big up to Ari, big up to Spiff. I think Spiff is at Hills Have Eyes, so he should be coming back on the next episode with some in-depth reporting, because not only is he attending the show, he's going to be a part of the show. So that's going to be dope. Yes, man. Big up to West Side Gun and Smoke Dizzy. And big up to my man Stove God Cooks. I've been talking to him lately, and make sure y'all check out West Side Gun new project that just dropped. Dope artwork on the cover with DiBiase and rest in peace Virgil.
We gotta have this artist come on the show with us, man. Shout out to Isaac Paleo, man.
Let's do it. Let's do it. It's gonna be a big month for us, man. We gonna start getting back into like all of the guests. So you're gonna see a lot of really dope people popping up. Make sure you check out that episode that's out right now, Us and Real One, aka the artist formerly known as Enzo. Make sure you check it out. Everything we doing. E Will, Nick A16. Salute to all of the, although it pains me to say it, salute to my guys in LA, because I know y'all going crazy with the Dodgers winning, Richie and all of those guys, man. As a fan of the Mets, it hurts to see the Dodgers win, especially when it was people who I wanted on my team, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Yamamoto, Shohei, all of these guys I wanted to be on the Mets because I saw the vision. But, you know, big up to the Dodgers. They had the wherewithal and the location, because people love that weather out in LA to do it. So, New World Champ, that's the NWO MLB, and it's going to be interesting to see it.
Hey, the curse continues.
Don Mattingly, right?
Nah, the Drake curse.
I was gonna say Don Mattingly, because Don Mattingly is the coach of, he's a coach on Toronto Blue Jays, and
that's
as great as Don Mattingly is, he's always had teams that have come close but never got the championship, man. And I got number love for Mattingly, because he was, even though I'm a Met fan, he was on the Yankees, he was always one of the greats. So that Don Mattingly curse continues. And man, and Fox, I saw in the gram, they put a real disrespectful did I send y'all that of Drake and Kendrick?
Oh
man,
yeah, that hard.
Oh, my goodness, man, that all.
I'm sure his lawyers are like, right?
I'm about to say they can expect a lawsuit,
cease and desist, and a lawsuit as ASAP.
So Nike ran with "They Not Like Us" as the theme song for their ass.
That's
Squabble Up.
Yeah,
I think it was Squabble Up they put on, but nah, they was ready, man. So it was a dope World Series. I'm a baseball fan. I watch baseball all year round, even though my team disgraced themselves and didn't even make it to the playoffs. I still was tuned in to the whole MLB. I'm a big fan, man. So now I don't know what these Giants is doing, these New York Giants. Hopefully the Knicks get their mind right. They playing okay, but hopefully they start gelling and getting some wins, man. So
Spurs are doing good though.
Oh, y'all got the best player in the world. I think Wemby is the best right now.
Oh yeah,
y'all got the game genie. I don't know if anybody remember that from the
Yeah.
got the game genie in the form of Wemby. That's nice.
Wemby Mania is real in San Antonio. Yeah, man, they love him in this city. So
I gotta come out there to see a game, man. Yo,
bro, he out there doing karate and
eating tacos, bro.
Rayman Abdul-Jabbar Jr., man. Like
this dude is doing windmill dunks, shooting threes, hitting free throws, hitting jumpers from the elbow, handles, blocking shots, rebounding. Only thing I ain't see him do the assist where they just, put the ball between the legs, assist, nutmeg. This guy is it, man. Y'all really came up. So big up to Wemby, big up to San Antonio and everybody, and big up to my brothers E. Will and Nick 816. This is Shaheem Reed, the Rap on Wrestling podcast. I'm signing off.
Y'all be safe out here.
Peace.